Paramount has had a great couple of years for them. Like, we went from going about 5-6 years in a row going, man, how's Paramount going to survive? How's Paramount going to survive? To just, they really turn things around and start having little win, big win, little win, little win, big win, little win, like just really starting to turn it up. And they have done some of the best stuff at CinemaCon as well. Obviously, they had the big success with Top Gun. They've got the upcoming Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. They've had with small horror, they've had some tremendous success there as well. They've just been doing things really well. But the stock market can be a fickle mistress, because yesterday, Paramount Studios announced their quarterly earnings, which were low. Actually, they lost money. And they also announced something that shareholders don't like to hear. Paramount Studios is one of those stocks that gives dividends. If you don't know what a dividend is, when you buy a stock, I'm going to really super oversimplify it. When you buy a stock, if the stock goes up, hey, you make money. If it goes down, you lose money. But dividends are basically just by owning stock, the company just sends you little bits of money every year, just sends it to you. Here's some money for being a shareholder. It's great. But they also announced yesterday that they were drastically slashing their dividends. All that news caused a market reaction in which Paramount lost nearly 1/3 of their value yesterday. Their stock dropped 28% in one day. Not the day they were looking for. Now, this response also got some major financial analysts, including Wells Fargo, to come out and say that Paramount should just shut down Paramount Plus. And they made some arguments as well. This comes to us from IndieWire. Cahill, in his analysis, suggested that Bacchus change course and consider shutting down direct-to-consumer, that's the streaming network, Paramount Plus, consider shutting down direct-to-consumer, specifically Paramount Plus. This comes in the wake of the company having already spent $1.7 billion in merging Showtime with Paramount Plus based on its Q1 earnings figure. The way Cahill sees it, Paramount Plus is fighting hard for fifth place. Fighting hard for fifth place in the streaming wars behind Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, soon just Max, and it's competing with the likes of Peacock, Apple TV Plus, and Amazon Prime Video, all of which are much better funded. All three of those. Peacock has got Comcast behind it. Apple has Apple. Amazon has Amazon. Much better funded for a long-term fight. According to Wells Fargo's model, Cahill doesn't see Paramount or even Comcast breaking even in streaming until 2027. Disney Plus expects to be profitable by 2024, and Warner Brothers Discovery should see Max break even by next year. Okay. So despite the fact that Paramount Plus itself has been doing some interesting things, obviously they got the Yellowstone universe there. They've got Star Trek, which has had a couple of big wins in a row with Strange New Worlds and Picard Season 3.
Halo?
What's that? Hey, Halo, change the game. Halo changed the game. They just recently had King of Tulsa, which set some record numbers for them. They've had a number of things, right? But like they're saying, it's like Paramount right now is fighting for fifth place. The overall market analysis has been that the streaming, like all of us have believed, all you guys at home, everybody, we've all been saying it, that the streaming landscape is going to be overcrowded. And it is overcrowded. Not everybody can spend $20 a month for a streaming network, for 12 streaming networks or whatever, right? Now they're kind of suggesting that they should just maybe shut down Paramount Plus. Well, and do what? How do you get left behind in this new landscape? Here's what you do if you're Paramount. You shut all that down, and then you do what Sony's doing. Where everybody is in an arms race, you become the arms dealer. In a world where everybody is in an arms race, you become the arms dealer. Sony has already made its position pretty clear. They're not interested in having their own streaming service. Instead, they're going to create content and make every other sucker in the neighborhood pay top dollar to get that content. Because in the world of the streaming wars, exclusive IP is king. They need a constant inflow of content, more than they themselves can produce. We've even seen HBO saying we need to reduce how much we're creating for HBO Max. We've seen Disney already say we need to reduce how much we're creating for Disney Plus. So everybody's going to be in the market for great content. Sony has taken the position that's made them profitable to say, we don't want our own streaming service. We're just going to make content, make y'all pay top dollar for it. And there's an argument to be made here that Paramount, who, like the IndieWire articles pointing out, they're fighting for 5th place. Maybe they should reallocate funding. They don't have a hope of becoming profitable with Paramount Plus for years. Maybe re-strategize. Set your focus in a new direction. Become like Sony. Become the arms dealer. Keep making Star Trek content, and guess what? Make Peacock, make Amazon, make Apple TV Plus, make Disney Plus, make Netflix, make all them get into a bidding war for your Star Trek content. You're going to make more money probably doing that than you are trying to occupy and populate your own streaming service. At least that's what the analysts are saying. And I tend to agree with them. Listen, I've actually started to become a kind of a fan of Paramount Plus. I like Paramount Plus, but I'll be just as big of a fan as that content if that content is living on another streaming service. And I think this could be a way. It's working for Sony. I think it can work for Paramount. Anyway, Chris, you see this article. They dropped almost 30% yesterday. Analysts are saying they're at least 5 years away, 4 to 5 years away from maybe even breaking even. What do you think Paramount should do at this point? Should they say, no, we're in this for the long haul. We've got a long-term plan with Paramount Plus. We've already invested a lot. We're going to stay the course. Do you think, like I think, that maybe they should change directions here? I don't know. What do you think should happen here?
My knee-jerk reaction is stop the hemorrhaging, right? If you're not turning a profit. But then when I look at, traditional television, things like the CW that never turned a profit.
Yeah.
Right? So it is hard to kind of take that step back because immediately, just from my own personal idea of finances, if something continues to lose you money, why would you continue to invest in it? That seems incredibly foolish. But I understand the long game here has so much potential. It's just,
that you don't want to see.
Ooh.
That's Jonathan, our stock market expert, bringing up.
Here's our earnings.
Not what you want to see.
Yeah. I mean, the article puts it so well when it says, if you're not a streamer named Netflix or Hulu or HBO Max potentially, you're not making money. None of these streamers are making a profit in the way they all hoped they would. So it just seems like one of the things, again, we took away from CinemaCon. The investment should be in theatrical, right? The investment should be putting it on more traditional platforms and then moving it on to streaming and things. And the president of Paramount understands this very, very well. He has a great grasp on that concept. So I'm wondering how you make people more enticed to come over here. And I think it is, you have to change up what's on the platform. You have to have that really, really killer IP that people want to tune into. I mean, this is embarrassing. I lost my Paramount Plus password and was like, oh, nah, and I just watched other stuff. I haven't logged back in since we got kicked out of it. So you gotta get me a little more excited about your platform.
All right, guys, question is for you.
Glad you like
what
it,
do
right?
you think about this? I mean, Paramount had, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say, had a crippling day yesterday and bringing a lot of the things of their strategy into focus. What do you think they should do about Paramount Plus? I mean, I like Paramount Plus, but it's not a lot of stuff they have on there, and it could be living on other homes and making them more money. I don't know. What would you do if you were in charge of Paramount right now? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and leave us your thoughts. Today's episode of the John Campea Show is brought to you by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Guys, more and more, we enjoy shopping online, whether it's on our phones or our computers. And how many times have you gotten to the checkout and seen that promo code box and thought, man, if I only had a promo code, I could save some money? Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. So here's the situation. You're shopping online on one of your favorite sites, and when you go to checkout, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Then just wait a few seconds as Honey works its magic and searches for coupons it can find for that site that you're on. And if Honey finds working coupon, just watch the price drop. Recently, Ann and I were hanging out at home one evening and we decided to order in, and the Honey button appeared. I was able to apply a coupon and I actually saved like $6 or $7. It was that easy to use. And Honey doesn't just work on your desktop computer, it also works on your iPhone. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/Campea. That's joinhoney.com/Campea.